What's good, y'all? We're here with another Enventing podcast. I'm Ben, and we're here with a great person, a CEO, an entrepreneur. She has gotten a lot done in a little bit of time. She has this big event coming, and we're super excited about it. So yeah, who we here with?
Hey y'all, it's Emryn, Jean Baptiste. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
I'm
and
excited.
I don't want to hold everybody up. Y'all tell them what you're doing, your vision.
Yeah,
Yeah, what we got planned.
for sure. So I have been a beautician for over a decade now, and I've just played just about every part of the beauty industry. I've been the one just starting out, the one I ended up opening my own salon in New York because that's where I'm originally from. Um, Ended up moving to Houston, had to kind of build back up again in a whole different city. There's just so much trial and error when it comes to being in the industry and growing professionally. I started doing classes and now I'm doing content, and now I'm really leveraging my years of expertise to um, build something beyond myself. And so when it came to Mastermind Hair Show, it's called Mastermind because I believe that before you can master anything, it first starts up here, right? So mastering your mind is about the renewal of the mind. Like the real battle is mental. So um, once you could overcome a lot of the fears and doubts that are in your head, that's when you can master your business and you can master really anything else. So that was kind of like the genesis of everything. And so now we're flying out a bunch of different experts to come and really teach those in the beauty industry, no matter what phase that they're in, the things that they really need so that they don't have to have a lot of the same missteps, whether they're just starting out or ready to build something beyond the chair. There's somebody there um, to help you with that. That's something you cannot chat GBT because chat GBT, even though it's great, I'm not against AI. Love AI actually. Claude, Chatty Anka, love her. Anyways, but I think that there's a real call for community again. There's a real call from learning from other people's experiences, and so that's what we're doing.
How did you come up with a hair show?
Well, transparently speaking, I'm a believer, and so there's been times where I have tried to build something for money, um, and God has stopped me in my tracks, right? And so now when I was rebuilding, I just asked God, like, what is it that you want me to do? Because I'm not building anything if God's not in it, right? And
Right.
so I remember I took time to just stop working on everything, and I had I was taking my Sunday afternoon nap, and then I woke up and I was scrolling, and I saw like a hair competition. But it's so crazy because I think sometimes you'll see the first part of the vision that gets you excited, but then when it comes to what you actually build, it almost doesn't really look like what I initially seen. It's a lot more intentional now. And you have to ask yourself, why are you building this? What is this for? Who are you serving? What's the real purpose of this, right? And so um, I feel like if God would have showed me what it is today, I probably wouldn't have done it. He has to get me a little excited, like, oh yeah, let's do a hair competition. But I don't even like the word competition because we're calling it a challenge because really I'm not competing against anybody in
Right.
real life, right?
Right.
The beauty industry is already super competitive and we feel like we're against each other, but I have the type of mindset that there's always more for everybody. There's always enough for everybody. Everybody needs their hair done, right? Especially in a huge city like Houston, there's people coming in and out. And so it's really about challenging yourself. You're competing with yourself, who you were before. And so we're really intentional, even with the verbiage, right? Challenge, not competition. So yeah, and we want to foster a space for community and not like, yeah, you're my rival. Like, I don't want to put you on because really you're going to steal my clients. Like, it's actually not like that. I've actually seen my business grow the more that I've taught rather than just showing my work, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I 100% believe that, your vision, if your vision doesn't align with God's vision, you know, then it's not going to work out.
Respectfully.
And then your vision may, if it don't look like God's vision, then you're going to be out of luck, basically. So also you said community, building in your community, pouring into your community. I feel like that's so important in whatever industry you're in. I like that you say it's challenged, because that makes a lot of sense, because I think as entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
People tell you about, oh, okay, you make such and such off this. I have this many users or any of that, you know, and sometimes you could find yourself comparing yourself to other people, comparing yourself to other people's success or other people's failures, when it's really, you can learn from them, and you can not only take what they have and what they learn from, but you can also pour into them, help them, support them, encourage them, and get them to where they want to be, even higher where they're at, or, you know, keep it stable, where stability for where they want to be at. So, you know, I actually do love the whole vision with that. So can you tell us a little about what's going to be at the show?
Yeah, I would love to. I love the point that you made about comparison, because I think that sometimes I've been taught, like, when it comes to comparison, it's like it's almost an indicator of something that you secretly want. So I kind of use that to kind of gauge, like, oh, maybe I really do want what this person, not what this person has, but I use it as a way to draw inspiration, rather than like, oh my gosh, I'm doing terrible. And that's really what we want for Mastermind Hair Show, right? So it's a 2-day event. Day one is just for the beauty industry. So everybody in the beauty industry, whether you're a hairstylist, barber, esthetician, body sculpting, lock tech, nail tech, all the techs, respectfully. Okay. So day one is just for the beauty professionals. And honestly, I want an environment of humility, because I'm someone, I don't lead with my followers, because that's not who I am. That's not it's not an indication of my character or my talent, really. These days, you could go viral for anything and grow a following for literally anything. So, really, I want an environment that fosters humility, where it's like we're all on the even playing field. We're all here to learn, to connect, to have community. And so I have been intentional with that, from the speakers that were chosen all the way down to me. You know, I feel like everything starts at the top and kind of bleeds outward. And so I've had to humble myself, and we went with speakers that were having that same energy as well. So so day one, first of all, we're going to have a bunch of experts, and some of them, they're coming from out of the US. So we're flying them all out, and typically people would have to pay for different mentorships and different programs and courses, where it really leaves you with more questions than answers, right? You don't get that one-on-one time with the expert. It's like it's kind of isolating, taking certain courses, and not one expert has everything that you need, right? And so I think that you need different perspectives. And so instead of paying for 3 different courses and experts, we're bringing 3 different people into one room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what we're doing is we're having panels, and we're allowing you to ask the questions that you have, right? And so, I think that sometimes on social media, it'd be like, oh, come with me to make 6 figures as a salon suite owner. But it's like they don't show you how, right?
Mm-hmm.
They show you the what, but not the how. And so this is when you get the chance to come on the mic and say, that's great. How did you do that? Because this is where I'm at, and that's where I want to be. So tangibly, how does that look like, right? And so we want to create a space where those questions can be asked, and food is included. Drinks are included. We're also having a beauty mixer at the end of the night, just to connect. And the really cool part is that we're actually funding a beauty professional. So we're putting our money where our mouth is, respectfully. And
Right.
so we have a business grant for $2,500. And another one of my really favorite parts is that a percentage of all of the tickets goes to a charity that actually teaches men and women who are incarcerated cosmetology skills, because I truly believe that when you have the right skills, it could really transform your life, right? And so a percentage of all of our ticket sales goes towards this foundation. And so that's just day one. So that's already loaded, right? It's more conference style. It's more like learning, sitting at the foot of wisdom, per se. And then day two is for the consumers, right? So you don't necessarily have to be in the beauty industry. It's for all of the beauty lovers. So it's like, why is my hair falling out, right? Why is this thinning? Why am I breaking out? How do I cut my hair? You know, we're going to have master barbers, trichologist, which is a hair loss expert, dermatologist, which is a skincare expert. So really, again, getting your questions answered, right? Like there's a bunch of information online and not everything is for everyone, right? Not everything is a one size fits all. So this is where you come and you could ask the expert, hey, this is what's going on. What do I do? I think that my content has done that for a really long time, where I just educate, like, if this is you, this is what you need, right? So imagine 10 other people doing the same thing, but in real life, in person, right? And so there's going to be scalp analysis, skin analysis, all types of stuff. Or getting food trucks for day two. It's going to be very convention style, roaming around. And that is actually when the hair show happens. So we're actually getting the stage built out like a boxing ring. And the boxing ring really signifies the mental fight, right? The fight is in the mind, right? And so we're getting a boxing ring, and we're giving away up to, I believe, $10,000 for the ones that challenge themselves the most and show us a style that they've mastered. So I think it's really fun. It's really exciting, and you just never know who might be in a room. So I have a lot of respect for whoever gets on stage and has the courage to do that, because I think it takes a lot of courage.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you're doing takes a lot of courage.
Thank you.
You're really accomplishing it. You brought up content, right?
Yeah.
So tell us, for the people that don't know, about your content journey and how it is being a content creator.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that when it comes to my content journey, as a beauty professional for a long time, I have just shown my clients, and I have seen so much growth once I got in front of the camera, right? I think it's easy to hide behind the camera and be like, hey, y'all, look at the hairstyle I just did, y'all. But I think that when I started to come in front of the camera, it changed everything, because number one, they know who's touching their hair. So it's like, oh, I know exactly who I'm looking for. This is who's going to be touching my hair. And hair is something that's very sacred. It's something that people, people take very seriously. And it's not something that I take lightly either. And when it comes to content creation, I think I've gone to the path towards education. I think education is really important, which is why this whole thing is about educating you, right? Because I think that when you're empowered with the right information, that's when true transformation can happen. And so I've been doing that for a while now. And yeah, I built a community around it, a community that trusts me. And I think that trust is not something that I take lightly. So when I do recommend something, when I do talk about something, it's something that I would use on myself, right? Even when it comes to the experts in this room, these are people that I would want to learn from. And so I'm essentially building the room that I wish I had. So that's what it's about.
Okay, yeah. That's great. I want you to tell them about all the struggles that you've had putting on an event like this.
Yeah, I mean, how much time do we have? My God. Honestly, when it comes to the struggles, my God.
And also tell us how you overcame them.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Man, it's been a lot. It's been so much. I think that it's been so intentional talking about, God is just so intentional when it comes to just the theme of this, mastering your mind. The Lord has taught me how to master my mind, right? The real fight is really mental. And it's like, I'm going through that right now, right? And so it's been a lot, because doubt, fear, a lot of those things, it's like, it's been something that my faith has been the biggest driving force. I think that when you're building with the Lord, He'll bring you the right people. Like, I'm at a point where it's like I really can't complain because He's brought the right people to come alongside me, and really believe in the vision that He gave me. And it's just been so transformative. I think that the biggest miracle has been what's been done in me, right? And so this is the first time I've ever put on something like this, but thankfully, God has brought people in my life that they're vets at this. Like, I have one of my team leads, her name is Sherelle. She has done this corporately, right? And so He's brought me the right people. And transparently, I think that your yes is always attached to somebody else's yes. Like, if I didn't say yes, she couldn't say yes, right? And if I didn't say yes, maybe we wouldn't be having this conversation. So
Right.
I believe that everything is interconnected, and it's not about you. At first, when you start dealing with the doubt and the fear, and then that's about you. It's about my capabilities. Like, I'm scared. Can I do this? Like, is anybody going to show up? Is anything? But then I think about the person that we're doing it for, right? And it's like, it's probably somebody that it's like, I don't know what to do when the season is slow and I have bills to pay. I have kids to feed. I've been there. And it's like, there's actually nothing funny about that. You feel me? Like, it's like, I know the pain because I've lived it, right? I've lived in a high-rise apartment, beautiful apartment. I've been, and not knowing how I'm going to pay my rent, right? I've been going viral online, millions of views. I don't got millions of dollars. No one's
Right.
booked me all
Yeah.
month, right? Like, there's nothing funny about that when you have your rent to pay, your bills to pay. And so it's like, we're bringing in the right experts that'll give you that one piece of information so that when you walk out the door, it's like, oh, I know exactly what to do right now, right? And so I always go back to that person. Like, there's something that they need. So it's like, it's not even about me no more. You feel me? So it's like, now it's about like, this has to happen. And I think that because of who I am, the Lord has built the builder before she ever built anything. And so I know that I'm the right person. My character is right. I'm in the right headspace. And I have the right heart, period. And I'm committed. I'm overly committed, actually, you know? And so, yeah, I think that that has been something, not making it about you has helped me overcome a lot of the things, because a lot of that pressure makes it feel like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going to be so embarrassed if this doesn't happen. What happens if this, and if I fail? It's not, it's actually not about you,
Yeah.
period. If one person walks away with their life transformed, that's a win for me. If God says to me, you did well, that's a win for me, right? And so I think we have to transform the way that we look at success, and it really takes the pressure off. Like, the fact that I had an idea, God gave me an idea, and I saw it through, I won, period. You feel me? So it's like, that takes the pressure off for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So you brought up your team. Tell us about your team, your wonderful team.
Oh my God. They have been, God has sent me the right people. And I think that's the difference between building by yourself versus building with God, because I've built by myself. My first tattoo was self-made because I thought I was self-made. Ain't nothing self-made about me. I'll tell you that much. And honestly, I remember the first time I was building, I was trying to get into tech, honestly. I thought that tech, you know, technology is advancing. I want to make some money. I want that financial freedom. I want to just live a life and provide for my family, right? I think that my heart was in the right place, but I was doing it just for money. And when you're doing it just for money, it's really hard to push forward, right? I didn't have a co-founder. I'm probably the least technical person that you will see, right? And so it's like, I'm learning about building apps when I'm a people person. I'm a yapper, as you could tell. You feel me? So it's like, it felt like there was a lot of resistance, but now that I'm in alignment, God is just bringing in the right people that believe in this, right? And so I have one of my operations lead is Sherelle. And, you know, like I said, she's done this corporately. She's someone, we've been on calls together and she's talking about the vision. I'm on mute and she's just really passionate. She's like, yeah, this is what, and I'm just like, wow, like, this is incredible, you know, just to watch somebody talk about the vision that God gave you and just to have their buy-in is something that you can't pay for. I have people earlier on one of my event planners, Aubria with Grade A, Maya. I feel like Whitney Houston, Joe, Janelle. Yeah, I could go on and on, but there's so many people that have been a part of this, and their buy-in early on when I didn't have any money to pay them. They're like, don't worry, like, I know that God has this for you. They were still working before I even had the money to even pay them, right? Like, that's something that's unheard of. People, if you ain't got the money, I'm not working on anything. And when the money comes, that's when we could even have a conversation, right? And so to have them still move forward, it's like only God could do that. Like, I'm not that convincing. I'm not that charismatic. I'm not that smart. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can't convince somebody to do something like that. Only God can. So
Right. It reminds me of Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Right. He wasn't a builder or architect, but he gets people that he know that he can use and he can talk to and communicate to be able to build something that's way bigger than they are. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. So that's amazing.
Thank you so much. And to add to that, I think that you have to get people that are more talented than you.
Yeah.
I have been learning on the job too. I'm like, oh, that's good. Especially, I don't come from the corporate world. Some of the people from my team, they come from that world. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I'm just learning. Like, it feels like a crash course, but I'm just so excited because I feel the transformation happening in me. And so I'm just really grateful for everybody's buy-in. Like, that's not something I take lightly.
Right.
For sure.
Right. I want you to tell us something that nobody knows that's going to be at the show. Give us one sneak peek that they can only find here.
Oh my gosh. I've been so transparent with everything. I'm like, oh my God, y'all. Oh my gosh. Something that nobody knows is going to be at the show. My gosh. The presence of God.
Oh.
Period.
But I knew that.
Oh, okay.
I knew that already.
Hello. Yeah, I knew that. Period. I've been really transparent, but I think that something that from the scriptures that reminds me is I don't even think I know how this is going to turn out. Like, I think that God is going to do something where it's like eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. And so there's a level of I feel like I'm even going to be surprised. You know what I mean? So I think that yeah, I really can't even speak to that because it's just a feeling. Like, I feel like, when you're on the precipice or on the cusp of something, I feel like it's like that. So I feel like I might be the most surprised person in there. So yeah, we'll see what God does because this is his thing. He's the founder. I am the co-founder, respectfully.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, you're building something big. And this is just the first one.
This is just the first one.
Yeah, this is going to be, what, an annual thing, right?
It's going to be an annual thing, multi-city thing. We'll see what God does.
Right.
Yeah.
To close us off, tell us all the information that we need to know if we want to go there. And, yeah.
Yeah. All of the information that you need to know, rapid fire, because I'm not going to take too much of your time. July 17th, just for the beauty pros, all types of beauty entrepreneurs. It don't matter if you're in the beauty industry, if you're like an owner, entrepreneur, it's for you, right? That's day one. Day two is for all of the consumers, right? If you love anything beauty, we're going to have expert booths. And the really cool part is that I didn't say is that everything is gamified, right? So it's like you're learning, but it's in a really intentional way and interactive. It's going to feel like you're playing a game, but you're learning. I think that might be the surprise. See, just came up with it, right? Everything's been built really, really intentionally. So that's day two. And it's going to be at the Royal Sonesta in the Galleria. I'll see you guys in July. Hope to see you there, period. And you know what? We're going to do a discount code.
Okay.
Just for the ones watching this right now. What should it be? What's the name of this podcast?
Enventing.
Enventing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't really explain it to nobody.
Yeah.
Low-key, eventing was taken, and I wanted to do eventing.
Right.
But But I was like, okay, inventing, as in invent something, like create
Yes.
something,
Okay.
but also event, so you know that we're talking about. And if you look at the logo, the vent is in purple and bold because I want people to come on here and tell us, vent to us, and tell us everything
Oh,
that
period.
goes with the event space and all of
Period.
that. So yeah,
So let's do the discount code GK for Gatekeepers, GK20.
GK20.
If you're watching this episode, 20% off, GK20.
Okay, let's
Period.
do it. So yeah, we'll find Mastermind Hair Show on Gatekeepers. You can go to gatekeepers.app or you can click the link in the bio and you can get your ticket today. This is an event you do not want to miss. A lot of thought has been put into it. A lot of intention has been put into it, and it will be a great event overall.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next time on the Enventing podcast. I want to thank you for
you.
coming and being here and pouring everything out to our viewers, and we just want to appreciate you. So yes.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
Yes.
Period.
Thank you. All right, that's a wrap.
It's a wrap.